Some Glitch in the Matrix Stories, Part 132. My family and I are avid campers and road trippers. We are a family of 5, me, my husband, and our 3 little girls. We travel all over the United States visiting national parks, campgrounds, and historical landmarks. We are not strangers to tent camping, van camping, or even staying in hostels, so we have run into our fair share of odd occurrences. That being said, this one is at the top of the list. One summer, we went camping at Garner State Park in Texas. We have camped at this site a few times, but on this trip, we decided to check out some areas of the park that we hadn't previously explored. While exploring, one of my daughters needed to use the restroom. We had passed a set of restrooms on our way to this area, maybe about a 5-minute walk, and I decided to quickly walk her back while my husband and 2 other daughters continued to play and explore. It was dusk, but you could still see. As we started to walk towards the restrooms, we heard what sounded like faint screaming. Oh my god, flesh pedestrian. We weren't sure, so we continued to walk. As we walked closer to the building, we heard it a few more times, and it almost sounded as if it could be coming from the restroom building. It was freaking me out a little bit. Yeah! Don't go in there. No one else was around this area, but I remained calm for the sake of my daughter. I tried calling my husband, but there was no cell signal. I can just imagine, like, being the mom with my daughter and this thing freaking me out and trying to be like, oh, it's just nothing. It's like, it's no big deal. While internally, I'm screaming at the top of my lungs. Once we approached the building, we waited a few minutes to see if we heard anything. We didn't, and I assumed maybe I heard an animal or something, so I took my daughter into the restroom. The way the restrooms were set up, there were restrooms on one side and single showers on the other. As I get my daughter situated, the screaming starts again. It's loud, and it's definitely a person. It sounded as if they are being tortured, and it was terrifying. I told my daughter to be quiet and not make any noise. She finished using the restroom, and I carefully and quietly picked her up and moved outside. Once we were out of the restrooms, I put my daughter down and told her to run back to where my husband and other daughters are. She just went by herself? Worried and still hearing the screams, I ran over to the showers. Pause. What do you mean you ran over to the showers? Why are we going towards the screaming? Okay, I'm gonna assume that this person wanted to help in case there was actually someone in danger, like wanted to help, but I can't say that I would have helped. I think I would have fucking booked it out of there, man. As soon as I get back to that side, the screams stop. It was eerily silent. I begin knocking on the doors and opening them one at a time. Oh my god, you are a brave soul. There were 5 or 6 showers and all of them were empty. There is no way the screams were coming from anywhere other than this restroom area. There were no other people in the area of the park at this time. My only thought was that maybe this was some type of flesh pedestrian. We never did get any answers to what this was, and I still don't like to visit that area of the park. Still don't like to doesn't mean you don't. Does that mean that you still go visit it? Definitely a flesh pedestrian, a steward. It's this word here. I don't say that. I feel like that's definitely what it was. But what's interesting is, like, nothing bad happened, right? Because you went to investigate. It's not like you heard the screaming and you didn't go over there. Like, you went over there, and then, like, you extra went over there and you went looking for it. I'm so glad you're okay, and you are so brave.